My name is Diane Kimaro. I am the founder and CEO, Experia Tours and Travel, the travel expert. So at Experia Travel, we help the business traveler in making arrangements for his business travel, and we are passionate about family travel. Today, I am here with Agnes. Agnes is one of the families that we have worked with, and I would like us to talk about how do you plan for your family holiday.
Yes, I'm here with Madam Experia herself. I mean, I have so many questions for you, you just don't know. Yeah, so I'll be asking a lot of questions because now you're the expert, and I really want to understand how do I plan, because it's a whole vibe for me. Yeah.
So, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on.
Yeah, so where do I start? I've traveled with you, and by the time I choose Diane, it's because I'm also passionate. If you know me, you know that I'm passionate about my family. I love my family. I love making my kids happy. I love taking them to new places, and by the time I settle with you, Diane, nimetafuta until I found you. And I'm so glad that you're passionate about families. You know, you can choose a travel agent, but then again, they don't know your needs. And what I like about you is that you understand our needs as a family, and you give us exactly what we want and more. You know? Yeah. First of all, what I would really want to know, where do I start?
Okay.
I have felt like I need a vacation, or I need a holiday. Where do I start as a mom?
Okay, thank you very much, Agnes. I'm delighted that indeed that I am your choice when it comes to family travel.
Yes.
One of the things that I have always said is that it all starts with planning. So if we are talking about family, that means that the family needs to sit down round the table. And family is not just daddy and mommy. No, it is daddy, mommy, and the kids.
Yes.
Because you might think that what you want to do is what they want to do. That means they will not be roped in. And especially when you have teenage children, these are not people you can surprise. 10 years and below, you can surprise. Teenage and above,
you can't.
We need to agree.
You
Why? Mommy, why do we always have to go to that place and all that kind of a thing? So what am I saying? It needs to be a family decision so that then it can be great and memorable for everyone.
Wow.
So sit down at the table. Say we went to this place, why don't we try this place? And then you feel the vibe. Okay, we'll tell you want to go where we can swim, why can't you go to Mombasa, why can't you go to the national park, or why can't we even go to villages? These are all the many different kind of things that people are doing. So sit down, discuss, agree. Once then you have an idea of where to go.
Yeah.
Then Experia kicks in.
You know, when you were saying that, I just thought, and by the time you're talking to them, you'll be surprised that these kids already have an idea. Or maybe they've even had a discussion of, where should we go next? Where are we going next? And by the time you're talking to them, they already have a perfect idea of what they want.
Let me tell you something, children, while you're on holiday, they are planning their next.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yes.
So you want to say mine are planning for Dubai?
Go and ask. go and ask them. Go and ask them this evening, and you will hear. When you're on one, then their next holiday, we should go somewhere else. So that is why it is important to rope them in.
Wow.
Because once you rope them in, then even for you as parents, you are freed of your time to spend together instead of being with them all the time.
Wow, that's really amazing. Okay, now we've sat down, we've discussed, and we've agreed that I think that's an awesome point. Sitting down, discussing, and agreeing where are we going to. Let's say we've agreed we are going to the Mara, or we are going to Diani. Let me use an example of Diani because that's where you took us the last vacation we went. It was amazing, guys. If you've not watched that video, just go and watch the video of us in Diani. So let's say we've agreed we are going to Diani. Now, what next?
So, okay, it's very good. Diani is one of the best beaches the world has to offer, and it is right here in Kenya. There are very many things
Sorry, Diane. My memories are still fresh. Let me tell you about Diani. The best thing I love about Diani, the beaches. already are so clean and white.
In the water.
And the waters are so clean.
You get to see the world, the fish.
You know, and like the other beaches.
Exactly.
Now you can take over. Sorry, my memories are still fresh.
So Diani, it's good that you decided that you want to go to Diani.
Yes.
So now here we are. As an expert, the first thing that I need to know is what is the size of your family? Why that? Because it has an impact on very many other logistical issues that I need to take care of behind the scenes before you take off. Number two, I need to know how long do you want to be out there. Okay. Number three, what kind of a budget are we looking at?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you interested in staying in hotels, or would you rather take something like the serviced apartments that are there? They become the norm today because they're cheaper. Number four, the accommodation that we are going to provide. Now that is my area. The accommodation that I am going to recommend, it needs to take care of the two sets of people that I have in this family. We have the adults, we have the children. It needs to be somewhere that children below 10 years, you can't contain their energy.
Yeah.
They need to be out there.
Playing.
So they can play, they can
can swim.
They can swim.
And that's why I think you also consider now if they have a baby pool or not.
Exactly.
Yes.
It becomes important.
Yes.
Then after that, we are going to look at just how the place is set up. How far is it from the beach? Because you also don't want to incur a cost of you have reached the hotel and then we are saying you need to call
a tuk-tuk
or an Uber or transport again.
Yes.
You need because you're on holiday in Mombasa, you need to get somewhere where you can walk. The other thing that is very, very important is whether the property where you're staying has the provision for a family room. If they do not have, do the rooms have an interlocking door?
Yeah.
Because you need to be private, yes, but you also need to keep an eye and to keep an ear on the kids.
Yeah. Very important.
Very, very important. Very, very important. Yeah. So those are some of the things that I, as an expert, then will work behind the scenes, and I come and tell you, now you can go to this hotel, it has A, B, C, D, or you can do these apartments and you have A, B, C, D. Yeah? Then you will make a choice.
Okay.
And for you, you chose the
villas. It's not an apartment.
The villas. Sorry, the villas.
It was a villa.
She chose the villas.
Yeah, the villas, and they were really good. There was the it's homely. In fact, when we got there, we were like, this is home away from home. You get in, there's a living room, then there's the kitchen, and there's the staircases going to the bedrooms. Then they are now the kids' bedroom and your bedroom, and it was really easy for us. Yeah, I really loved it. And then the other thing is the toilets. The kids. That one I think we've had the discussion. That one is my number one.
Yes.
The kids had their own bathroom and I had my own bathroom. Because now they were clean. Because let's say tumetoka nyumbani, we are not used to sharing a bathroom. Then you go to a villa where we are sharing a bathroom. Surely,
that's why I said it is very important for me as an expert. I need to understand the makeup of the family, the configuration of the family. Yeah. How many children do we have? How many boys do we have? How many girls do we have? What are the ages? Okay, so now the next thing, if you remember, some of the things we discussed is that you want to go to Diani. I know the family configuration. I understand what the family needs to do. So, how do you move from your house
to Diani,
to the new house in Diani? Yeah. So, there are a number of ways that you can do this. Number one, you can do yourself a self-drive, whereby you park your vehicle and off you go. The good thing that the government of Kenya has done is that it has constructed a road from Samburu all the way into Diani. Yeah. So what does that mean? It means you don't need to cross the ferry. Yeah.
My biggest fear.
You don't need to cross the ferry. That's number one. This road is more or less complete. It's all tarmac, but there's a rough section of about 20 kilometers. But this rough section is not anything that even a bit cannot do.
Yeah.
The road is smooth. It's just that it has not been tarmacked.
Yeah.
So that's number one. You can do a self-help. Number two, you can do SGR. So if you do SGR, then you will make the arrangements to move from Miritini to Diani. And if you do SGR, then you will have to cross the ferry.
Yeah.
You will have to cross the ferry. Then of course the third one is you can fly.
And then there's the price from now where you get the SGR, where you stop
The Miritini bus
from there
terminus.
to Diani.
Yes.
There's the transport.
That would be an extra cost because you will need to be transferred. Then the other one is where you fly right into Kunda, into South Coast. So those are the three things that you can choose, but for you people, you choose to drive.
And actually, the airstrip is very close to Diani.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
it is.
Yes, it's a 10 minutes drive or less. Yeah. We chose to drive, and I think it was the best decision for us at that particular time because we really experienced, especially that road, the Shimba Hills. Oh my goodness, it was breathtaking. Do you know we even stopped and took pictures of the Shimba Hills? We've always heard of Shimba Hills, and we didn't know it was. I even thought it was inside Taita Ukondani. And let me tell you, it was just breathtaking. The forest, the sceneries, they were just amazing. The kids were like, wow. You know,
that is Kenya.
Hey, Kenya is beautiful. Oh my goodness.
Kenyans, you need to go out there and just see our surface. Kenya is beautiful.
And the road was not so bad, just like you said. I mean, it's a rough road, just a very short, like 20 kilometers, but it's still good. It's doable. Yeah, and there are many vehicles, so the security is really good. It's busy.
It's becoming a busy road.
It's very busy. And then we also found out that there were cops
along the way.
So the security is awesome.
These are some of the things that our government has done.
Yeah.
And I would ask Kenyans, let's step out.
Yeah.
Let us step out.
And
not just let's just step out. Yes, we can do Nairobi National Park, we can do Masai Mara, but
we can do Naivasha.
And also we can do Chalbi Desert. So
I have seen. I think you should take me to that one. Yeah. The northern Kenya is also a place to look out.
Yes.
Now I think the next thing that I would be worried about is what do we do when we get to our home away from home? Do we just sit down and watch TV as we are used to? Do we swim the whole day? What do we do? You know, and you have kids, and you have to keep them entertained throughout the day. So what are their tech? That's something that we need to discuss about. Yeah.
That is very true. You agree with Agnes that when you have children, especially boys, 10 years and below, you have a volcano within you.
Oh my goodness.
Anytime.
A huge one.
Those are children for us. So the good thing about DE is that there are quite a number of excursions that we arrange and tell you about that you can do. The first one is to visit the island. Okay. And as you go to visit the island, then there is the marine park.
The Kisite Mpunguti. Yes.
There's the marine park. And the beauty about this marine park is that once you go in there, then you go deep into the sea. Where everything just looks green. And that's how you get to the for those who can dance, for those who can swim, then you swim and dance
with the dolphins. I danced with the dolphins. That's why
that's why you're doing like this.
Yeah.
Yes. So that is one of the things that you do while you're in there. But you're also in there because this is an excursion that takes 3 to 4 hours in the water. Then you also get to do snorkeling for those who are brave enough.
actually, hata kama you are not brave, you can still do snorkeling. You know me, you know why I'm saying so? I'm not brave. I screamed throughout. I think even the fish walitoroka. Yani, I was like, oh my God, oh Jesus, oh Jesus, oh God. Throughout. But you know, there are those, the fishermen, are they fishermen or swimmers?
They are the lifesavers.
Lifesavers. They were there throughout to help you out.
Yeah.
So what you need to do is tell them that you're not a good swimmer or you are afraid of the ocean.
Yeah.
You see, so that's an advantage, and the kids can also experience that, being in the ocean and seeing the fish. Yeah.
And actually, you know, most of our children, they are swimmers.
Yeah.
In fact, they laugh. They laugh at us. Oh, mommy, you can't swim. Oh, mommy, you know. Then they're having fun enjoying the park.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing. You do something. And by the time you're through that experience, more often than not, it's time to come back.
Yeah.
And the best thing that happens in here is that as you take this trip into the deep sea, the canyons, the drums, the singing.
Imagine there's this song that I kept on singing. There are three songs. One is the Malaika one. The other, that Malaika one, by the way, we sang through Malaika. Yani, those guys, they sing Baka Yolek. I think that was my best part. And
that was the highlight.
That was my highlight.
And you see what happens when you're out there in that, in the middle of blue water. It's like your mind calms down. I am sure while you were taking these boat rides all along, I don't think you remembered anything about your work.
I didn't.
Or your house.
I did not.
Or who owed you money.
You know.
Or who you needed to pay. Or how the children are going to do on with their schoolwork.
First of all, I didn't even remember I had a husband. Sorry.
That means you had a holiday.
And he was right there.
That means you had a holiday.
I had an experience of a lifetime. And then the waters are so clear and so calm, and you can see, in fact, even without the snorkeling, you can actually see
the coral
throughout
reefs.
The coral reefs. Yeah. So I mean, it was just an experience of a lifetime. Wow. Thank you so much.
Glad you enjoyed
yeah,
yourself.
and the singing, that one I'll keep on repeating myself. I mean, the singing was out of this world. The Swahili drumming, and you know, it was just beautiful.
And then the other thing that you also get to experience when you do a holiday in Diani with Experia Tours and Travel is that we arrange for you to visit one of the villages. In Diani. And the reason for this, it is important for us as Kenyans to experience different cultural setups.
Yeah.
Okay, you get to understand something about how the people live, how they eat, how they live.
Yes.
It might not be for long, but what I have discovered is that these visits to villages have such a long life impression on our children.
Especially for the kids.
On our children.
Yeah. You know, my kids had so many questions of, okay, we went to a Asini Island after now the snorkeling and all. We went and we were welcomed to a restaurant where we had a seafood platter. We had fish, the calamaris, the octopus, you know, they were all set up for us. And we had the muogos and the coconut rice. Yani, it was the highlight. Just experiencing new meals for us, and the kids understanding that there are other meals apart from what we are used to
At home.
It was really amazing. And then they had so many questions. Where do they go to school? What do these kids do? There's no electricity in Wasini Island, by the way. So there's no television for us. So they were like, how do you survive without, you know, our kids, I mean, they're used to.
And you see, that is why it is important for parents to step out and go to some of these areas.
Yeah.
Let's not imagine that our children only want to be where we can watch television, where we have the internet. There is so much more.
Yeah.
And because it's not for such a long period of time, it is in an experience in a limited period of time, and it will be forever impressed
in their
on
memories. I mean, so I think Diane, you're really enlightening me and our viewers on how to prepare for a holiday. And this time in particular, we are talking about Diani. And I think the other thing that you need to talk about is the weather of a place.
Yeah.
Not even just Diani, but wherever you're going, you need to check out the weather. Do you advise your clients? I know you do. So I just want to hear from you.
Yes.
Yeah, because this time we went to Diani and it was raining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Agnes, for bringing that, bringing up that about the weather.
Yeah.
So when we talk about the weather, we are talking about how do you park?
Yeah.
How do you park?
How do you shop?
How do you shop?
My husband is listening.
How do you shop?
How do you shop?
We're going on holiday. We need to go shopping.
We need to shop. I mean.
Okay. One of the things that I always advise families traveling with children is that even if you know that the place is hot, it is always advisable to have some warm clothing.
Yeah.
You can never go without warm clothing.
Yeah.
If it is during the rainy season, it is also advisable to have a light raincoat. We have what happens is that these places that are very warm during the day, in the evening, they tend to get cheap.
Yeah, true.
They tend to get very, very cheap.
Yeah.
Then the other thing is that if you're taking the boat ride into the ocean, it is cold.
Yeah.
It is cold.
Especially after snorkeling.
Especially after you get into that water.
Yes.
You need to have something warm. And remember, there are no bathrooms out there that you're going to take a hot shower.
You know?
So ideally, what you're saying, what is going to keep you warm is either a warm jacket, a warm sweater, a warm hoodie, or a kikoi.
Yeah.
You need that. The other thing is that once you go out into the ocean, it's always good to have an easy change of something. You can have an easy sweatpant that you can pull up,
or a
t-shirt, or a dress, or a t-shirt for the children, so that you don't get too cold. Though you gain up the heat very, very quickly. But you see, at that point, you don't want your children shivering, and because you are in the ocean.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Wow.
Okay. The other thing that we look into when we are advising families on where they can go is that you've done these excursions out there.
Yes.
Okay? You've been to the islands, you've been to snorkeling, you have
beach.
danced with the dolphins, you've been to the beach. So after all that, you're coming back to this property. And more often than not, what happens is that the second day after you have done all this, people just want to sit back. Even the children, they're tired. But kids, you can't contain them for a long time. By lunchtime, they are wondering what's next.
Yes.
So what I do at Experia is that we always look out for properties that have things that can keep the kids busy.
Wow, like a playground?
Like a playground?
Yes.
Like a kids club?
Yes.
Like for the adults, they can go to the gym. Okay. Like if it's very near, if it's not if it's not very far from the beach, where you can have some activities like football,
or play with the sand,
or hold themselves, or go and get shells and whatever. Something that keeps their time sucked in. So that's also something we look out for when you have families, because the energy of the kids, you can't contain it.
I know. They're really active. Then the other thing
that's important also is especially properties that are geared for children, and they will have minders.
Yes, that is what I wanted to say. The caregivers. Because sometimes you've gone for a holiday, but you also want to rest. I mean, you and probably your husband, or just alone, want to rest, and you don't want to burden anyone. So if there's a caregiver or a minder, you get to rest as they do the other activities. And I think that's something that you had mentioned, that there are hotels that have minders. Yes.
What happens is that families, when they're going out, I don't know why mommy wants to go on holiday and still be in the kitchen. I don't understand this. I don't know where mommy and daddy and kids want to go on holiday and
play with the kids,
because that you do at home. that you do at home.
Yeah.
So you need somewhere that is going to free up
Yeah.
the normal things you do at home. So you have time for the two of you.
Yeah.
And also for the kids to be
And
by
for the
themselves.
kids, you know,
without you.
they need a
crying over
break.
them. Even they need a break from
you. And also, as you mentioned about cooking, when you take the villas, there are also chefs that are very affordable.
Yes.
At only is it
Yes.
1,000 or
It's about
1,000, 1,500?
1,500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't
And
get
the
to
best thing about the chefs that we recommend is that you can actually you sit down with them, discuss the menus you have, and that is that.
Wow.
They'll go and do the shopping.
Yeah.
They'll come and bring the things that need to be. They'll bring the receipts of what they have bought, and they will cook.
Also, you don't do the shopping. Why should you even shop? And
all you need to do is to sit down and say, tomorrow for breakfast you're having boiled eggs, or you're having whatever it is that you have for breakfast.
Yes.
Then that is important.
Yes.
And the good thing about involving the children and then calling in the chef is because he knows the quantities to buy.
Yes. Yes.
If you're going to be there for 4 weeks, we mothers, we shop and overshop.
I know.
So you find you have sausages you didn't finish, but when you discuss it with the chef,
Yes.
he knows the quantity, so there is no wastage.
Yeah. And they can also prepare the Swahili meals.
Exactly. I mean, they are
Swahilis, you know?
Yeah. I always tell people, try and eat what you don't eat in your home.
Yeah.
Stop
You don't
going
go
there to
preparing
say,
Swahili.
and sukuma. Come on. Eat some
Mama, you
coconuts.
promise your kids you
something.
promise your kids you're making pilau, and then you make pilau njeri.
Yeah,
and you're
look for the
Indian.
octopus.
Yeah. So guys, I mean, if you're taking a villa, consider a Swahili chef. You will love the experience.
I hope you have learned some of the things that nobody really gets to talk about when you are planning to go on holiday. Look out for more videos from us. We will be discussing different topics, and at this point I would want to welcome you to suggest any topic that you want us to tackle as we go along. Thank you very much. This is Diane Kimaro, Experia Tours and Travel. Get in touch and we'll plan it all. Thank you.